I'm trying to see. What else do I need? I got those. All I really need is their mugshots. He testified to them stabbing him and Chief Lee. So we just need the searches and we need Cortez.
All right.
We will have no further questions at this time.
I got some questions, Your Honor. Permission to approach the witness?
Of course.
Thank you so much. Mr. Barrett, you got eyes on the back of your head?
No.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Your eyes on the front of your head.
Yes.
You said Donnie was attempting to stab you. Did I hear that right?
Your Honor, I would like to object. He's kind of badgering the witness.
I just want to lay the foundation, Your Honor. We're going somewhere with this.
I'm going to sustain it. Just be careful, please. Okay, stop with the give that witness, time to answer in a timely manner.
Oh, sure, Your Honor. I mean, I did get answers, but I'm happy to consider that. So,
Thank
Mr.
you,
Barrett,
Mr. Knight.
you said Donnie was attempting to stab you. Is that right?
Yes.
Where was he standing?
The motions were very fluid. He was standing in a lot of locations relative to the front yard.
Relative to you, where was he standing?
Like I said, the situation was very fluid. Sometimes he was standing in front of me, and sometimes he was standing behind me.
And what were you doing while he was allegedly attempting to stab you?
So initially, when he started running towards me, I started running away. Him and there were two other people with him, including Mr. Forsyth. I started running away. I then turned around and saw the three people running towards me. So it'd be Mr. Harris, Mr. Forsyth, and then the third person, who I did not get a good look at. They were kind of towards the back of the line, like, if that makes any sense. And I started shooting at them, and then I turned back around. And so, when I turned around and started shooting at him, relative to me, he would be in front of me. And then when I turned back around and start running away from them, he would be behind me.
Okay, so just so I understand the relative positions of everybody, everyone was on the same side of you the entire time?
No, I don't think so, if I understand your question correctly.
So you said Mr. Forsyth actually stabbed you, Mr. Harris attempted to stab you, and then you had a gun and you were pointing it at various individuals. Were you pointing it at Forsyth and Harris at the same time?
Yes.
The whole time?
No.
And so, when you said they were attempting to stab you, do you mean they were moving towards your direction, or were they making affirmative efforts, swipes?
They were they were running towards me initially. Then I turned around and they were still running towards me. So that's when I started shooting at them. And then I turned back around and started running away. And then I turned back around facing them. And that's when Mr. Harris, the one with the black tattoo, he lunged at me with the knife. So he made the affirmative step of trying to hit me with his knife or strike me with his knife. But he did not actually make contact with me with the knife.
And that was while you were aiming your gun at Ryan Forsyth?
No. This was after I initially aimed my gun at the both of them.
All right, one second, Mr. Barrett.
Consulting the defendants.
What's that?
I said he's consulting the defendants.
Yeah.
I guess they're his co-counsel.
I don't know if Jay Lamb stayed. I think he's gone again.
Shit.
You can ask Julie, see who's around. I think he's off duty.
All right, Mr. Barrett.
Is Lamb still here?
You had a firearm, and these individuals
Did he
had
try and talk
knives.
to you, Kyle?
How quickly were they moving around you that they could be somehow in front of you and behind you at the same time?
What the fuck, dude?
They were not in front of me and
Just
behind
want
me
to
at the
know
same
if
time.
Lamb is here.
Well, you said one of them was...
Hold on.
No, he left.
Corporal Price, are you intending on calling any of those individuals as witnesses?
I'm looking to... sorry, Your Honor. I'm trying to see if there is a third individual present. Mr. Lamb was here, and I was checking to see if he was still available.
Okay. As long as that's all you're doing. Thank you. Just refrain as much as possible from talking to anybody you intend to call as witnesses, please.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Uh,
Continue, Mr. Medak.
Mr. Barrett, I wasn't there, so you can forgive me, I hope, for asking these questions. My understanding from the story that I've heard, and perhaps the one that you've told as well, is that you were getting stabbed at while Mr. Harris would have allegedly been behind you, but Mr. Forsyth was in front of you trying to stab you, and I just don't understand how you saw both of those things at the same time.
No.
Can you explain that for me?
Yes, I was not being stabbed from the front or from the rear at the same time.
101 on main. If anyone's near a
And what
station,
order
can you
of
just
events was it
indicate
actually?
assault and bring it to me in courtroom 2,
So-
occupation. Thank you.
As I stated previously, the three people, so two of them being Forsyth and Harris, started running at me after they ran out of the house and after they were done running towards Cairo Cortez.
But
And- Mhm.
Forsyth did stab you
Yes.
from the front,
Yes.
and you said that from which direction was Mr.
Your
Harris trying
Honor.
to stab you? Is what I'm trying to get at. Sorry, I
I
heard
would
that there
like
was
to
attempted
object.
stabbings.
On what grounds?
Asked and answered. He's talking in circles.
I'll make this the last time, Your Honor. I just want to know where Mr. Harris was allegedly standing while he was attempting to stab Mr. Barrett.
Last time. If it comes back, I will sustain the objection.
Of course, Your Honor.
Overruled for the time being.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, where was Mr. Harris allegedly standing while he was attempting to stab you? Relative to you.
Relative to me, he was in front of me.
All right, thank you. We'll reserve recross, but the state can have the witness.
Okay. State, any more questions?
Just one moment, please.
Yep.
I know exactly what he's doing. He's trying to cause doubt. It's ridiculous. The man was
Yeah.
running from him, and then would stop and turn around.
Yep.
He's going to object to asked and answered, but I feel like I need to try and ask a clarifying question.
All right.
Just a few questions. I'll be brief. Mr. Barrett, just for some clarification, you asserted that they were chasing you with knives, yes?
Yes, there were three people chasing me, two of whom are Harris and Forsyth.
And by definition, chasing means that they're behind you.
I don't know.
You don't know where. Oh, it's fine. Okay. And when they were in front of you, what did you do to cause them to be in front of you?
I turned around.
Perfect. No further questions.
Any recross, Mr. Murdoch?
So dumb.
One second, Your
Yeah.
Honor.
I didn't know the definition of chasing.
All right, we're good, Your Honor. Mr. Barrett can step down. No intention to recall him.
Okay, I do have just a quick clarification from my notes. Did you state that who's it? Mr. Harris lunged at you and Chief Lee, was it?
Yes, Your Honor. The
okay.
Mr.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. All right, thank you. You may step down. You're free to leave if you wish, or you can stick around. That's up to you. Right. State, next piece of evidence or witness.
The state would call Mr. Cairo Cortez to the stand.
All right. This is why I like City Hall.
Alrighty, Officer Cortez, please raise your hand. Would you like an oath or an affirmation?
The one that's not religious.
Okay. Do you affirm that the testimony you shall give to the court in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and that this is your solemn affirmation?
Yes.
Okay, this officer has been sworn in.
Thank you.
Permission.
Standing permission across the.
It just feels so respectful to ask.
I understand. I appreciate it.
Hello there, Mr. Cortez. How you doing today?
All right.
Corvette, we're just gonna get down to it. Do you recognize the defendants?
Yes, but not their faces. No, just their clothing, their apparel.
Okay. And where do you recognize them from?
A 24/7 store robbery on the corner of Innocence and Elgin Avenue.
Okay. Did you see those 4 individuals on scene of that robbery?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state would enter into evidence the cat alert for the robbery and the suspects on scene evidence photos 1, 2, and 3.
No objections.
So enter.
Perfect. Okay. Did they surrender at the store?
No.
No. Okay. Let me see. How did they come to be apprehended? You know what? Let me skip that question for now. Did they flee the scene?
Yes. In a pink Mogul RS.
Okay.
Your Honor, we would object to this line of questioning on relevance on the basis that the charges at issue have already been pled to. All that's in scope here is attempted aggravated second-degree murder.
Okay, perfect.
Any response to that then?
No,
State?
I'll just get right to it. I'm just afraid he's gonna say, Lax Foundation, were you asking about the...
Okay. Miss, that is not needed. Okay. Please
Sorry.
be respectful. Okay.
Apologies.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Your Honor, for the benefit of the court, as long as the state establishes the foundation for the actual circumstances at issue, we'll have no objections.
All right,
See,
perfect.
that was very political. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Spurbank. Okay, continue, Corporal Price.
I'll move on. Apologies, Your Honor. All right. Where did the pursuit end?
On the corner of Portola Drive and Wester Cliffs Boulevard.
And what happened after the pursuit ended?
They fled into the mansion.
All 4 suspects fled into the mansion?
Yes.
Okay. Did you chase them into the mansion?
No. We all communicated to each other that it'd be too dangerous, so we stayed outside and secured a perimeter.
Okay. And did they stay inside?
They did for a while. I peeked open the door and I saw 2 of them and communicated that over radio.
Okay. And what happened when they left?
What do you mean by that?
Well, did they stay in the mansion? For a little bit.
Okay. So all 4 of the suspects ran out the front door with their knives in hand, and they charged me.
They charged you. Describe charging you.
Okay. All 4 of them with a knife in hand ran after me.
Did they run past you?
They did once I jumped out of the way, and they ran towards 2 other officers on the northern side of the property.
Okay. When they were charging towards you with a knife, did you fear for your life?
Yes.
Objection relevance.
Right?
I would assert that his fear for his life um, would be very important to the charge of aggravated attempted second degree.
It's not an element of the offense, Your Honor.
State? Anything further?
Uh, I would argue that charging somebody with a knife does indicate premeditation and intent.
Objection argumentative. Counsel's testifying.
Good to sustain both objections. Please move on. Corporal Price.
Perfect. I don't think we're going to get this count. Did all 4 individuals have a knife in their hand?
Yes.
Did they chase you at any point in time?
On 2 occasions. When they first exited the house, all 4 of them chased me. And then only moments afterwards, I saw one run behind Chet and informed him that they were there. And then I felt like I was being stabbed from behind, so I turned around, and there was Thea, who's one of the suspects, was stabbing me.
Theo stabbed you.
Thea did, yeah. Well, she was trying to, sorry. I turned around and she was there.
Was she swinging her knife at you?
Yeah, on 3 occasions, but I dodged and incapacitated her with my firearm.
And just for the court understanding, why did you discharge your firearm at Thea?
I had a good faith belief that myself and other officers' lives were in danger.
Okay. To your knowledge, were the suspects searched following the incident?
Yes,
Which suspects were searched?
I searched both Thea Merlin and Madison Mills.
Did you find a knife on Thea and Madison?
Yes.
I don't think we have this search. The state would enter into evidence exhibits Thea Merlin's possessions 1 through 3, as well as Madison Mills' search. Are you aware of Donnie?
Oh, hold on. Any objection, Mr. Murdank?
No objections to the possessions, Your Honor. Was there another one?
Nope, that was it. Then show ordered or so entered.
Or I mean, we would also enter into evidence the search of Ryan and Mr. Harris.
Mr. Murdank.
No objections to the possessions, Your Honor.
Okay, so entered.
Wonderful. 2 seconds to confer. I don't know that we're gonna get the count on Madison. I
Yeah.
don't know if he testified enough.
Murdake's gonna rip him apart if he gets the test.
Oh my God, yes he is. He's gonna tear him apart. You think of any other questions that I need to ask?
Not as far as I think, no.
I really don't feel prepared.
Yeah, this is kind of quick.
We have no further questions at this time.
I
Okay,
got some, Your Honor.
defense, your witness. Go ahead.
I swear to God, if he
Please keep
enters
it
here-
brief and none of this loop-de-loop about who was
Yeah,
behind and who was in front.
I'm gonna do my best, Your Honor. Is it Mr. Cortez? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Cortez,
Here we
in the
go.
cells, did you tell the defendants that you couldn't tell them apart?
Yes.
Your Honor,
Uh,
can I object to beyond scope, or is this direct?
Any, I mean,
Your
if
Honor,
you
I
want
can
to make
ask him
an
on
object-
direct if you would like me to wait until direct, I can ask this question on direct, but that's up to you.
1 second. So, are you actively objecting to scope, or are you asking me if you can object to scope, Corporal Price?
Oh no, I'm asking. If this is direct, obviously it would not be out of scope. I'm asking. I'm
Well,
objecting to out of scope.
okay. Okay. Mr. Murdoch, do you have a rebuttal?
Sure, Your Honor. It was testified that he knew which defendant was which, and this is therefore relevant to that testimony. He identified specific defendants, and this is his own admission that should impeach his testimony and his credibility on that basis.
Damn it, Cortez.
Okay, state any rebuttal?
No further rebuttals from the state.
Okay. I'm going to overrule the rejection. The matter of identification was brought up in scope, so I do feel that it is relevant and within scope.
All right, Mr. Cortez, nice and loud, just because people might not have heard it based on the objection. I'm going to ask this question. I'm going to ask that you answer it clearly. In the cells, did you tell the defendants that you couldn't tell them apart?
To all of them, yes.
Ooh, maybe.
So who swiped
rebuttal
you?
is why?
Thea.
And how did you know that it was Thea that swiped at you?
She's the only suspect with a baseball bat on her back.
Even though you said that you couldn't tell them apart?
To all four of them, yes.
And you said that she stabbed you?
Yes.
How confident are you about that?
Quite certain. She was standing behind me with a knife in my back.
And did you check her knife for blood?
You have time.
No, we didn't.
I'm not sure. I passed it on to a different officer.
Do you know if any officer checked her knife for blood?
I'm
You have
not
time.
sure.
Forensic team for yourself.
Would you be shocked to learn that her knife is clean and has no blood on it if that test was done today?
How? How do you know that?
Could you ask that question again?
Sure, if we pulled the knife out of the evidence bag in court today and saw no blood on it, would you be shocked?
Yeah, she was standing behind me with the knife in my back.
Great. Your Honor, I understand this is a bench trial and it's a little bit unconventional, but at this time we would move to compel the state to produce
No.
the knife that was found in the pockets of
We have
Thea
to go to the
Merlin
evidence lockers.
and to identify whether or not there is blood
need a
on the
rec
knife
recess.
visibly.
Interesting one. Is the knife in court, or is it at a police station in lockup?
It would be in evidence lockers at the police station, Your Honor.
Okay, I understand
Your Honor,
quite. Hold on.
could
I
we perhaps
understand.
Sorry.
I understand quite a few knives were seized. And they're quite hard to tell apart. Most of the time. Is there any way that there could be a confirmation of who had what knife that's in the evidence lockup?
That'd be uncertain, Your Honor, until we go look at the evidence lockers.
Your Honor, we would ask if a picture was taken of the knife that could be reviewed to, clearly determine whether it has blood on it.
Well, one more. Maybe we'll do something.
That's a very powerful argument.
Well, are you just at a forensic team today?
Can I answer to that
I don't know.
question?
Well, there is a picture of hold on.
Well, the motion is it's
There's
still
a
attempted
picture
to
of the
swing.
knife in
So
evidence, so you'd be able to see the blood on the knife if it were to be looked at on the
Yeah,
picture.
he's trying to discredit him. Throw out all of
Why don't you? I would ask that Your Honor look. I mean, I could present it to the witness however you want to do it, but I would like that picture to be closely examined for evidence of or existence of blood.
Yeah, that's fine.
Would you prefer to do it yourself or have me present it to the witness?
I would definitely not like you to have a weapon, so I will. Or
Sorry, I meant the photo.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Corporal Price, do you have the photo? Perhaps a physical copy that we could look at?
It would just be the
Well,
photos
you can
and
just look at the
evidence.
docket. There's a picture.
Oh,
of
that'll
it
work.
there.
That'll work. All right, Mr. Cortez, if you, I have a photo here on my tablet of the knife that was found in the pockets of Miss Merlin. Can you look at the photo and tell me whether there's any blood on that knife?
The hell is he gonna do with that?
There appears that there isn't.
No blood on the knife. That's right. Okay. But you
Yeah,
said that you
correct.
were very confident that she stabbed you. Is that your testimony
Oh,
that
it's
you
in the
just issued?
vest. Maybe they didn't
Yeah.
pierce the vest.
And you understand that you're testifying today under penalty of perjury.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Okay,
what
great.
he's trying to do.
And you also testified that other individuals, swiped their knives at you, but is that
No.
right? No?
I never
No
said
other
that other
individuals?
individuals swiped their knives at me, did I?
Great. That'll do for me. Thank you.
Well,
Redirect.
Yep.
Mr. Cortez,
Yeah.
you said you received a stab wound,
Yeah.
and this punctures. Yes. I don't want to. How? Give me one moment, Your Honor. My mind is thinking.
I'll
How do
give
I
you
ask
a
this
minute.
question? Oh, perfect. Down to 50 seconds. How do I ask this question? Mr. Cortez, I see your uniform here.
Yeah.
I see a vest. What is the purpose of your vest?
To protect myself.
Okay. And where on your person did you get stabbed?
On the back of my arm.
No further questions.
Well, a little bit more, Your Honor. Mr. Cortez, do you get a tourniquet
Oh
on
my
scene?
God.
Yes.
And so you did bleed from the stabbing.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
well, rip.
Yep.
All good, Your Honor. Do not intend to recall.
We have no further questions for this witness.
Right. You may step down, Officer Cortez. Thank you for the testimony.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
All right. State. Next piece of evidence or witness.
Just let me review. That. No further witnesses or
State.
evidence.
What about Julie?
Oh. Well, he already pled guilty to stabbing Julie. Oh, we can call her. This day we will call one final witness, Chief Julie Lee, to the
Myself.
stand.
Wonderful.
That's me.
Did you see?
Just confirm
Yeah,
this
I was
is the
kinda
last
there.
witness you intend to call.
I'm gonna
I've
try
done
and be
before.
brief. We might call one more. It would be Reagan Gunner, should we need Call one more.
Your Honor, we would object to this witness on the basis that the charge for the stabbing of Julie Lee by Johnny Harris was already pled to. So unless there's something else that she's going to testify to, her testimony would be redundant and out of scope and irrelevant.
The state would assert that Chief Julie Lee was on scene for the incident and could testify to other aspects other than just the stabbing of her own person.
The court agrees. Overruled, Mr. Murdank. Please swear the witness in. Lieutenant Lee, I think.
Lieutenant Thorne.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
Chief Lee. May you raise your hand, please?
I'm just gonna be quick. Yeah. Oh my god.
All right. Would you like an oath or an
You're such a
affirmation?
terrible witness.
Affirmation.
Oh my
All
god.
right. Do you affirm
Never
that the
let him be a
testimony you shall
witness
give
for
to the court in
anything
this matter
ever.
shall be the truth, the whole truth,
Oh
and
my
nothing
God.
but the truth, and that this is your solemn affirmation?
I do.
Excellent. The witness has been sworn in.
Thank you.
I feel so uncomfortable just approaching for doing it. Good evening, ma'am. I'll be brief. You were present on scene of stabbings.
I was last on scene at the robbery itself in Innocence, and I was last on scene at the residential home where the stabbings occurred.
Okay, were you present when the suspects were barricaded inside?
I was not. I was documenting a vehicle. I was last on scene. I did not see them go in. No, it was relayed over a radio.
Did you see them come out?
I did not.
Did you see them going after any officers other than yourself?
I did, but it happened way too fast. I was behind a wall when that happened. I heard them, but I did not see it physically.
Was Officer Cortez still up by the time you arrived on scene?
From my angle, I could not see. No one else had gone down per alerts, dispatch alerts, at the time.
Was Officer or Trooper Barrett still standing when you arrived on scene?
Yes, I saw him.
Did you see anybody stab him?
I saw a male individual attempting to stab him. Yes.
And did you see anybody actually stabbing him?
I was pushed out the door at the time. What I saw was what I just said, is an individual attempting to stab him. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. No further questions.
Mr. Murdank, cross.
Actually, I should have asked her.
Yeah, sure. Chief Lee, you said you saw a male individual attempting to stab somebody. You know who it was?
Negative, sir.
Thank you. That's it.
State, any further questions?
Just one. Maybe two. Pardon, ma'am. Did you see all of the defendants on the scene?
Objection, scope.
We were in my initial line of questioning discussing the scene. And
Your
what
Honor, they
you
discussed
observed.
the scene but could have asked this question direct and did not.
Ah, that was my bad.
I'm going to overrule the objection.
I mean, she probably didn't.
Continue.
Ma'am,
Could you repeat your question, please?
did you see all of the suspects on the scene?
I did not. As I arrived, I saw one male individual and one female individual run out the store. The female individual came towards my car, looked at me, spoke a couple of words to me, and then went back to the store.
I
Asked
was
me if I was a cadet.
referencing the mansion scene.
I only saw, as I entered, I only saw the male suspect. I'm not sure which one attempting to stab Chet.
Okay. No further questions.
All
And
right, one more question,
finally-
Your Honor.
Okay, take that.
Chief Lee, just to make sure that I understand, is it your testimony that you only saw one male individual attempt to stab Chet?
Well, from the door that I entered from, the angle that I was given, yes, I was not able to see the rest of the mansion.
That's a yes. Thank you, Your Honor.
Well,
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Right, thank you. You may sit down, Chief Lee. Thank you for your time.
Of course.
Oh my god. Look at all. I'm just kidding, I didn't mean that.
The court has a couple clarifying questions just for the state, just so I can get things clear. With the charges that we have enlisted, do we have the names of the people that Mr. Forsyth and Mr. Harris pled guilty to?
I believe Mr. Harris pled guilty to Miss Lee. And I believe Mr. Forsyth pled guilty to Trooper Barrett.
Is that accurate, defense?
Yes, Your Honor. I was going to say it outright because I have it memorized.
Thank you. Wonderful. Okay. All right. If you have your last witness, you may call them, but this will be your last witness, Corporal Price.
Of course, Your Honor. We would call Trooper Gunner to the stand.
Okay.
Cortez really hurt us.
Your Honor, we would object to the scope of this witness on the basis that we understand he may not have been present at the scene where the alleged stabbings occurred.
Can I get clarification on that? As typically it would be listed in the docket when you call him as a witness. What was his just a quick brief of his involvement?
you want me to tell you, Your Honor? I could tell you.
No, from the prosecution.
Okay.
I would assert that he was on scene of the stabbing incident. He helped establish the perimeter around the house and was on scene at the time of the stabbing.
All right, withdrawn. Thank you, Your Honor.
Wonderful. All right.
Alrighty, would you like an oath or an affirmation?
You give me no.
Okay. Do you swear that the testimony you shall give to the court in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Mr. Gunner, thank you for your presence and your time today. I'm going to be brief. You recognize those defendants?
Yes.
Okay. And you were on scene of the stabbing incident?
Correct.
How many of them did you see with a knife in their hand?
All four.
Or how many of them did you see chasing after officers?
All four.
And when they were chasing after officers, how many had a knife in their hand?
I believe I answered this. All four.
Sorry. Did you see them swing at any officers?
Yes, I saw a couple of them swinging.
Okay. Did you see them? I already asked that question. Sorry. Which officers did you see them swinging at?
I saw them swing at Officer Cortez and then Chief Julie Lee.
Did you see them swing at Trooper Barrett?
I did not have eyesight on Barrett at the time.
Okay. Did you open fire on the suspects?
Correct.
And why did you do this?
They were swinging and chasing officers with knives and stabbing officers.
No further questions.
Ross?
Yes, Your Honor. 1 second. All right, thank you. Trooper Gunner, you said you saw a couple of individuals swinging. Which individuals?
That would have been hard to tell at the time due to the high pressure situation of officers getting chased and stabbed and being swung on by knives.
You're not able to identify which individuals it is?
All 4 suspects are wearing the same thing.
Can you answer yes or no?
Not with facial identification, no.
All right, thank you. And were you in the... Sorry, 1 second. Did you participate in the decision of which charges to press in this case?
I was amongst the group, yes.
And
I'm not gonna bother.
did you provide any information about who swung while you were in the cells?
I would not know. It's been a while from now, so I don't have good memory on what ones.
Did you
on
have
that
an
conversation.
opinion?
Opinion, I probably
About
did
which
have an
charges to
opinion.
press? But you don't remember what it is?
No, as that was a while ago, and I don't remember every conversation I have, Mr. Burnett.
All right, that's all right. Thank you. That's good for me.
Any further questions, Steve?
No further questions at this time.
Okay, wonderful. In that case, it's gonna need to go back to the bench on whatever the other
All right,
your
appreciate your honor.
side. Okay. Any further piece of evidence to submit, Corporal Price?
Let me just double check.
That's crazy.
No. One moment. The state would just enter into evidence the additional mugshots of... Oh, shit. Sorry, I wasn't yelling. The state would just enter into evidence the additional mugshots of Thea Merlin and Medicine Mills, 1 through 6 for each.
No objections to the mugshots.
So enter. Okay. Is that all, Corporal Price?
The state would just note that Thea Merlin, out of all the mugshots, would be the only one with a baseball bat. No further evidence.
Okay. Does the state rest at this time?
Yes, Your Honor, we'll rest.
Thank you. Defense, do you have any witnesses to call?
Your Honor, the defense rests. We would request closings. We'll keep it very short. And I'm ready now for the record.
Okay. State.
I'm gonna say something about if we let
Any closings?
people wear the same clothing.
I would
way.
request like 5 minutes, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll give you 5 minutes. Reconvene at 25 minutes past. Each party will have 2 minutes for the closing statements. Recess for 5 minutes.
2 minutes. Well,
Thank you, Your Honor.
don't know how to articulate that. How can I say that?
Say what?
The clothing thing.
I don't know. I never done clothing.
Well, say it one more time to me. What you were talking about.
About how we should, if something about how if criminals will start dressing the same, and we're unable to identify because they're wearing all wearing the same clothes, so, something like that. I don't know exactly, but how would everyone just get away with murder or attempted murder, whatever, with the same crimes? I don't know, something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me though, because I have no clue. I just think it's kind of ridiculous that people that start wearing all the same clothes can get away with fucking just about murder. Nuts.
I think I might leave it out. I just don't want to help assert doubt. You already testified that you saw all 4 of them with knives chasing and swinging.
Right.
You didn't have to specifically identify each individual that were wearing identical clothing because all of them were actively engaging in those acts.
Correct.
All of them had knives. All of them chased officers.
Correct.
All of them swung their knives.
Correct. At one point. Hit or miss, I don't know, but they all definitely swung. At one
They
point.
swung so wildly they were stabbing each other.
That is true. That is true.
Hello, sorry about that. All right, court is now back in session. I am presiding. Thank you. You may be seated. All right. Date. You have 2.5 minutes for your closing, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. When does it start?
Now,
Just go. On November 2nd, that's today, or I guess yesterday at this point, after chasing down 4 suspects from a robbery. These folks, later identified as Ryan Forsyth, Donnie Harris, Leah Merlin, and Madison Mills, took off on foot and holed up in a big old mansion in Vinewood Hills. Didn't take long before all 4 of them came charging out, waving knives, and started running around chasing officers. All of the officers on scene. Trooper Chet Barrett took the stand today and told us he was chased down and stabbed by Ryan Forsyth. And he told us about how Donnie Harris swung on his person. He even saw Donnie Harris, and we already pled guilty to stabbing Chief of Police Julie Lee. Officer Cortez shared how when he went up toward that barricaded house, all 4 suspects burst out the front door, charged straight at him, knives in hands, and started chasing him before breaking off to target other officers. Now, the count of aggravated attempted murder in the 2nd degree. To prove this charge, we have to show that their actions were enough to reasonably expect that they intended to kill someone without being some long thought out plan. One count for Donnie Harris and Ryan Forsyth has already been clearly outlined. The act of stabbing and swinging the knife at Trooper Barrett, as testified in court today, clearly meets every element of this charge. Donnie Harris has already pled guilty to the act of stabbing Chief of Police Julie Lee. This leaves only one remaining charge of aggravated attempted murder in the 2nd degree for all of the suspects. Trooper Gunner today asserted in court to have observed all 4 of them running with knives, chasing officers and swinging. It was a chaotic scene. He didn't have to specifically identify each individual wearing identical clothing. We know this. Very difficult. As he testified that all of them were actively engaging in the act of chasing and swinging on officers. They were swinging so wildly they were stabbing each other. A reckless and intentional intent to kill. While the state is in full support of natural selection, it is when these acts are done in public and directed towards law enforcement. There's no longer natural selection. Anyway, the state argues today that the actions of all the defendants of charging and chasing officers is the additional final count of the aggravated attempted murder in the second degree. The state's argument today is plain and simple. Charging and chasing someone with a knife, a weapon that can kill, is more than enough to meet the standard for attempted murder, and here is why. Intent. When you're running at somebody with a knife in your hand, a weapon that can kill, it is a clear show of intent to cause serious harm or worse. Now, maybe they didn't flat out say, I'm going to kill you, but you don't need words when you're sprinting towards someone waving a knife.
Time is up.
Your Honor, I would assert that that is not fair.
I told you had 2.5 minutes.
Are you? I'm about to walk out of this room.
Time is up.
That was good. That was good.
That is fucking bullshit.
That was good. Now you time Mr. Burdank.
Mr. Burdank.
I don't care.
Your Honor, playing tag is not attempted murder. It's
chasing somebody with
that
a
the
fucking
defendants
knife
were
is a attempted
running around,
murder.
perhaps even with knives in their hand. But officer testimony was inconsistent about who was swiping at whom, to what extent, and in what direction. The only testimony that was anywhere kind of consistent was that from Trooper Barrett, but Mr. Barrett was only able to identify a black tattoo, and both of the male defendants here today who have tattoos on their necks, those tattoos appear to be black from a distance. It's unreasonable for the state to assert that they can identify the individuals when officers even testified that they admitted in the cells to the defendants that they could not tell who was who, and that there's no amount of culpability that could therefore be ascribed to any individual defendant.
I'm so fucking pissed.
As a result, the state's crusade against the defendants for these improper charges, when the amount of swiping at issue has already been pled to, is simply improper and an overreach of justice. The state's testimony is inconsistent because there is no consistency to be found.
Now.
We ask the court to find the defendants not guilty of the charges alleged.
Yep.
Tagging.
You're it.
Right, thank you.
Tag away with my knife.
Okay, court roll reconvene at 45 minutes past. We'll have a verdict. Court is in recess.
Hey, y'all want to go play tag with knives?
Bro, yeah, sure. Gonna be
you're about to be my ass.
Yeah,
I know. Play some tag knives. Time off your ass.
Statement. How can you put a
Yeah,
time limit
I'm going
on?
outside
because I need to sleep.
I'm going outside to play tag. Hold on.
We're giving no time off.
Yo, Louis,
yeah,
shut
no
the
time
fuck
off,
up.
honestly.
Anything.
Bro,
I will fuck you. How about that?
Hey!
they would just.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry. It's a bad
Misdemeanor
fucking.
contempt
Oh, I
of
think,
court.
I think it's back.
$2.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, $2, perfect.
Oh, but
$5.
if I say that, I'm the one that's getting a full contempt
5
charge.
months.
That's
What
fucking
the fuck
crazy.
is this?
Are you?
Hey, who said what's getting contempt?
Bro.
Hey, Karina.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh.
Come up here. Come up. Join the circle.
I can't believe they used it as a play tag with a knife. Because that's a
Let
normal
me
thing
just
to do.
play tag with knives and stab
You guys
myself.
want
Yeah.
to play tags with knives?
Tag.
People do that
Yeah,
normally,
let's
yeah.
play tag with
Is that
knives.
a
I'll
fucking
do it
line?
right fucking now, actually.
Yeah, bro.
Where's
I'll
my
play
phone?
tag with knives.
Because you don't get
Yeah,
charged
'cause-
if you play tag with knives.
How's he gonna cut off my closing statement?
Bro,
Alright,
That's
so
the
you
most
do
important part.
No, no,
He
You
no.
ready? I'm ready.
2.5, and you went more than 2.5. He already gave you grace. I timed it.
But still,
Yeah.
What
It don't
time
matter.
is it?
2.5 is
It was a great
2.5.
speech anyway. Great speech.
It was a good closing.
I'm very
It was
upset.
a good
Good.
closing. No, even with the cutoff, it was a good closing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I should have
So,
kept going
no tag with
and been able
knives?
to contempt.
Hey.
Later.
You don't wanna
later,
play
once they're
tag.
found.
Don't pull out that knife in the courthouse.
Yeah, that would not good.
It's actually
do
not a
that.
crime. It's only assault with a deadly weapon
Well,
if you
I
look
mean, I
aggressive.
won't get charged for
Oh.
it since we're playing tag with knives. That's not.
Apparently
fucking
legal.
And we should
criminal.
just pull out knives and chase each other and
So-
just say we were playing tag.
It's
What do you
crazy.
think? Corporal
Demonstrate
Price
exactly what
on
he
the
was just
verdict.
claiming. I have
Post
it
game
on me.
interview.
Who wants to play tag?
Yeah,
Exactly.
let's play tag.
Mr. Murdang molding at the back.
Is he?
Was he
Can you hear him?
molding to the
I
fucking
don't know.
judge?
What's he
don't
molding
know.
about?
I feel like that's not allowed.
No,
I feel
no
like he
idea.
doesn't either.
Yeah.
Hello?
Mm.
He just wanted to talk you in circles.
Yeah,
Mr.
he just
Barrett.
Yeah.
You weren't even allowed to
Where
talk
are
to
circles?
us.
Where
so-
Oh, yeah, Mr.
What's
Quartet. Yeah, all
Oh,
Mr.
that's
Metago's
staying.
trying to do is rip you apart and make you talk in circles, make the
Yeah.
confusion.
Yeah.
He just wants to ask the same question 15 different ways just so he can get a different answer.
Yeah. Yep.
He
I
likes his
don't have
voice.
eyes
That's
on the
what
back
it
of
is.
my head.
Yeah, I do. What do you mean?
Oh my God, he was
Our hands are
begging
on
the
school
shit out of
24/7.
you.
What do you mean?
Should I have said
If I
that?
quit
Can I
my
amend
job,
my
it's because
testimony?
I've joined the DOJ.
You
to
have
rip my
eyeballs.
heart.
You should get a
Hell
tattoo
yeah.
of eyeballs right there. I'm just wear the reverse sunglasses.
Or I'll go
or
turn into a life of crime, and I'll go stab murdering allegedly myself
Yeah,
Oh, God.
by playing tag.
You were
It's-
you were just
Yeah, we're
playing
only playing
tag,
tag.
ma'am.
Exactly. That's my new offense from now on. If I ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I slipped while playing
Allegedly.
tag.
Yeah.
It was an
Sorry.
Yeah.
accident.
Drop a knife on my
It's
ass.
like he
'cause I
was
thought
like-
it
It's
was
involuntary
If you-
manslaughter, Your Honor. I was just playing tag and slipped.
I
He was
want to
like,
say
he
something.
was like, how did you
after
see other
this.
people? I literally just told you which door I came in, and then from my angle, and
I'm
he's
gonna
just
get
gonna.
trouble for it though.
I know.
I want to ask for
I,
coordination.
I
I
have
want
friends
to
in HSR. Let me call them to say hi.
They're right over there.
Yeah, they're actually right. Here.
They're right over
Andrew.
there. No, I think that's Brandon.
Andrew's
That's
in.
great.
I know.
Yes,
I
let
feel
me
like
call
I didn't do
Andrew.
a very good job.
Yeah, I
But,
think that's
like,
Brandon over
He's
there.
really
I want to go up
strong.
after the
He's
tag.
using
Someone will be
his
like, up to
core
Murday. I'm
muscles.
like, hey, Miss Murday, you want to play tag with knives?
I did a terrible job.
That's crazy. I just found that whole thing crazy. Tag's a whole different part of murder.
Oh, I hope it wasn't terrible in this stand.
Could done better. That's good. It's all good.
Yeah,
First
we'll
time
just
jitters.
say that. It did
What?
better.
What'd you say?
You maybe could have did better.
We'll let
How
USC
so?
know that
That's
we're
the first
currently
time ever being up there, okay?
the courthouse.
If there is some sort of fucking like prison breakout from this,
Oh,
I
there will
am
be.
not going to miss my laser tag. Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
sure.
just playing laser
Fucking
tag.
goes
No, I'm
down.
playing airsoft. No, I'm playing airsoft.
Mm.
No, I'm gonna play tag with knives.
That's crazy.
that-
He
I heard-
actually said that, right?
I
I'm not
feel like
playing
I
Yeah,
didn't
he
know.
said
that.
very
He
well.
said
And
that.
then
He said
Cortez
that.
did
He
not
said
help.
Said that. In his closing
Cortez.
too, by the way.
I'll come
He's
up to him after court and be
closing.
like, hey, you want to play tag with knives? On record. It's on record, so I guess playing tags with your friends with knives or whoever.
I'm
That's
sure that USC know that we're a
wild.
courthouse. Coming back.
Who cares if they're who cares if
That's
they
what I said.
who cares if they're
Wait,
dead
do
or
we need
not?
to
We're playing
check
tag.
if he's fucking high or drunk, because that's not cool.
Like, yeah, officer, we're just playing tag. I mean, I don't know how he died. We're just playing tag with our knives.
If I rush up to them right now with a knife, I'm just playing tag. I don't get charged, right?
Right,
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 allegedly.
apparently.
Allegedly.
With his logic.
Right. That's crazy.
That's crazy. But that was great closing speech
That was
of her.
amazing.
It was
Kelly.
interrupted. I
I
have
know.
more.
I know.
Kelly,
Right.
I'm gonna buy you a watch, a really cheap one.
What do you get?
$5 for Binko. 2.5 minutes is 2.5
It's
minutes.
my first
okay?
time.
I don't think you should put a time limit on it though.
DOC coming.
But it's a bench trial though.
Do you?
It's not court
Okay.
though.
There's nothing. Oh, okay. I guess there's still the.
The fact that we've been here for like an hour and this whole damn thing has taken 4 hours of my fucking time today.
You
Yeah, it
can't
sure
put
has.
time limit on
I need extra
justice.
payment.
I'm sorry, Julie.
This was not a bench trial. This
No,
was
it's
not
a.
not your
fault.
fault.
Not your
Very good.
fault.
I'll
It's not
take full
your fault.
responsibility.
You did good. Tyra.
Not your fault.
It's your first time. I understand. It's all good.
I'm
Good
gonna
job. I
remember my
allegedly-
first time.
Allegedly hang you upside down by your feet and then dangle you over the rooftop and tell you this is not your fault. Allegedly,
Okay.
then I'll
My
put
first
my-
time
That's just
testifying in
Mr.
court.
Burbank. He
My
likes to
cherry
rip
pin
you apart
popped
and
up,
make you
surprise.
caused
Oh,
doubt.
Okay,
God, you do so good.
Julie, you don't have to say allegedly. I consent.
Oh, you
Well.
consent to being dangled upside down over the roof?
From Air One? What?
Yeah.
From
Oh.
Yeah.
Air One,
I'm
what?
down
I'll
to
give you a
watch.
faulty
Yeah.
parachute, allegedly.
Oh,
With a
okay,
knife, so you
that's a
play
bit
tag?
too
Listen,
far.
I have a
That's bit too
complaint.
far.
Every time I
Yes.
get into the medical helicopter, those fuckers got parachutes, and they don't have
They're
one
ready.
for me. What if that shit goes down? Are they jumping out? Why do they have those parachutes?
Just don't go in the medical helicopter, forehead.
Because
Okay,
they're
well-
leaving you
Hi,
behind, Kelly.
Kenji.
We need to talk to you, Kenji.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh,
cooked.
After this.
you
Oh.
are in so
dang.
much trouble.
Oh, wait. Oh,
How much
what's
time do I have?
happening here?
Fuck, I don't want to come back for briefing. Fuck!
You might as well
Oh,
come back for
God,
briefing.
Chief.
Hey,
I'm
can I
so
say a statement
mad.
that
Who
playing
the
tag
fuck
with
says
knives
play
is legal,
tag
apparently? To Mr.
when
Burbank?
officers could have been stabbed to
you-
death. Like, who the fuck thinks this is a joke?
I think I
bro.
dropped
Love
my
briefing.
brain on the trash can after hearing that.
Bro, that was crazy.
At all.
Are we just
I
waiting for
think
the
four
verdict?
separate points as to why chasing somebody with a knife is attempted murder.
Because murdering is. I'm gonna hold my tongue. Oh my god. I almost said something really bad.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Are we just waiting on the
That's my
verdict?
sheep. That's my
Oh
fucking
my
sheep.
god.
We all
I
know.
think I think I know.
Oh, yeah.
Call
We
him a
all
bad
think
word.
it. We just
Do
don't
it.
say
Do
it.
it. Call him a
Exactly.
pussy. Call him a pussy.
Pussy ass bitch that repeats himself 15 times asking the same fucking question just to badger you and make you cry.
You don't want to do that next time, Cordy. Just
No,
like,
yo.
I've already answered this question.
You know what's going to happen the next time I'm called to stand and murder is questioning me? I'm going to take my time to answer him. If I have to make him wait 10 minutes because, sir, I'm thinking. I'm going to do it just to make his life miserable.
Oh yeah.
Are you allowed to do that?
Why
Yeah,
not?
you are.
If you
Yeah,
like
you
it,
can
you have to think,
think.
you know?
You are thinking.
There's no
yeah.
time
I mean,
limit on it. I just
Or
have to
you
answer
or you
trigger
non-responsive.
yourself, you know?
Non-responsive. The
I
judge
am
will say,
responding
answer
by
the question.
thinking.
Yes,
I
I
am
am
thinking,
answering
Your
the
Honor.
question. I
Sometimes thinking can be way
Yeah.
more important.
I am
answering-
thinking, Your Honor. With all due respect, I'm allowed to think. It's a free country.
Exactly.
Oh, well, why are you having to think about it? You should know.
I
It's
know,
crazy.
but I like to think about how to articulate my answer to the court, Your Honor.
Are
Okay?
you trying to
I
articulate your
sometimes
answer in
stutter.
a way that is
How many do y'all see
favorable?
coming?
Man, fuck you, Kelly. Okay,
Uh,
let's say you are.
Oh my god.
Listen, I'm being
Wait,
devil's
waiting for the
advocate.
verdict at the moment.
That's very
4
hurtful.
I'll let
minutes.
him know once we get
4
the
minutes
verdict.
for this verdict.
We'll give him a little
4
PD
minutes?
escort.
Honestly, yeah, because those two over there, they're probably gonna break
All
them
I'm
out.
saying is,
But they can try though.
if they want to try and ambush this fucking escort, I dare them. Okay,
I'm,
that's all.
I'm going in with
Right.
knives.
Yeah, I'm going with
Ooh,
now. It'll be
okay.
legal.
I will fucking ram the shit out of them, and I'm mag dumping. I don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah.
Oh, are you gonna
Oh,
warlord
yeah.
as well? Can you warlord and mag up?
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
say
going- I'm
Donnie
gonna
Harris
tease
for
them,
sure will
and then
get
I'm gonna
2
mag
counts,
them.
and Ryan Forsyth will
And then
get
after
at
that, kick
least
them again.
1.
Yeah, and I'm gonna kick them.
The rest of them are up in the air.
All you
Then I'm
gotta
gonna
do,
violate their
LT,
rights
is
somehow.
say whoever's on scene, turn around. Nobody saw shit, and then kick them.
What?
What if they
Yeah,
try to
yeah,
play
and if they
tag with
watch, I can
us?
just strike for
I
Exactly,
don't want to
Gunner.
play
Easy.
tag.
You don't want to play tag? It's fun. You go to court and you get nothing out of it.
Yeah.
No, I think
officer,
there'll be
officer.
Oh
one
my
count.
god, Halloween
Additional.
party should have been a
Yeah.
tag, like game of tag. God, that would have been
Nice.
so fun.
Oh yeah, I love Halloween.
Where were you for Halloween, huh? Hmm? Hmm?
I was
Uh,
working overseas.
Working
Guatemala,
overseas
baby.
on
Cringe.
Cayo?
Can't believe
With
y'all
Hans
don't
Roulette.
celebrate Halloween.
Vice City, Hans
Roulette.
Roulette.
Guys,
Yeah,
your eyes are
Guatemala,
terrible.
baby.
You have purple eyes?
Yeah, look at his eyes.
Since when?
I don't want to look at my brother's eyes. That's weird.
Oh yeah, you do have purple.
Yeah, their contacts. Right, look at
Flawless?
it should be brown.
Are you short-sighted?
I am.
I'm farsighted.
Everyone
Oh.
here wears glasses except for the trooper. Oh,
Chet doesn't need glasses. Chet knows. Chet has eyes in the
Raiden's
back of his
wearing
head,
glasses?
according to Murdank.
I know.
Don't we all?
It's amazing.
saw
Do
that
we
knife
keep our
coming from a
masks
mile
on?
away.
You know? It's our job.
Yeah, when people stab us, they
Going the wrong
form a
way.
line in unity and come at us in the same direction. That's fucking stupid.
Crazy.
I wear sunglasses always because I don't want people
Why?
to see I don't have a soul.
Oh.
Hey, how long is
feel-
this
I
verdict?
feel-
It's been more than 4 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Somebody
No, it
should get
hasn't
him out
been
here.
more
That's
than
that's
4
not fair. We
minutes.
should cut him off.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I
That's
dare
not-
you to go in there to get
Hell
contempt to
no.
say, Your Honor.
Please get contempt. No,
Yeah, if
don't
I
do
get
that.
felony
That's court
contempt, am I
paperwork for me.
I'm
fired?
gonna get fired.
Yeah, probably.
Damn it.
Don't do it.
You
Felony
told me
contempt
to.
is a
Let me be
termination.
fake nice real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Oh no. Oh no. No.
I
Don't.
ain't being fake. nothing.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt, but Mr. Gupta, Your Honor, congratulations on becoming the Chief
Oh
Justice.
yeah,
Oh my
you
gosh,
did
she's
become the
being
Yeah,
chief
so
justice.
fake.
Oh my god, congratulations, Mr. Gupta.
That's not gonna help the case. Congratulating him now.
I hope
I,
you'll
uh,
still entertain my calls.
Okay, now.
No.
Question
He needs
Huh?
to give a
is,
fucking verdict now.
you guys like my fake
Congratulations
niceness?
after. Oh,
I'll
can I go
confirm.
fake nice at the door? Oh my god, Storm!
Can we get
I
a
hate to
verdict
be
Oh my
anytime?
god. I
It's
didn't
probably
bring
been
it
out
up.
your
but,
people.
Thank you
all. I appreciate it.
Can
I
you need to speak
congratulated
to
You're
everything?
welcome.
yesterday, so
Okay.
you guys are like late and stuff.
It is very late. I can't believe I'm still awake right now.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I want
honestly,
to go
for
to sleep.
real.
I want to
Damn it,
go to
how do we get
Kelly.
to ride
I have
together?
to
That's
speak
so
to Kenji
unfair.
after this, though.
Yeah, it is unfair. We need to do it again, Kelly.
So unfair.
Did you hear me, Karina?
What did you say, ma'am?
You need to speak to Kenji
Oh,
at
God.
briefing.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't go to briefing if I were you,
Don't we?
Kenji.
Yeah, I shouldn't.
Julie,
I would skip.
Look, I
It's
know
in
some
order
of the
for you to
paperwork might
attend
be
briefing.
overdue.
You have
If you
overdue
can, of course.
paperwork.
Judy Peters.
Yeah, I know.
Put a
Huh?
tweet out. Officer Kelly Price said she supports natural selection. You know what that means. Devil emoji.
She's over there in the corner, according to her profile picture.
That's
Oh,
that's
perfect.
Looks
great.
wearing the same thing.
That's-
The
that's
mask.
great.
Layers.
I am a big fan of natural
Oh,
selection.
Tao is around. He's asking if there's a court case. I just responded.
Yes.
I said fucking bench trial with Pink Gang.
5 hours
We're playing tag.
with knives.
No, the
With knives.
Chief Deputy Marshal
Oh.
Mitchell Wheatkings
Gonna
of
say
the
hi.
United States Marshal Service is on duty right now.
That's
Oh,
such a
okay.
long title. I want to
I know,
be
right?
Chief of Police, Mother of Seven
Kenji.
Seas, Dragons. Oh, Judge.
There we go.
Chief Deputy Marshal Mitchell.
Yeah, go away.
Wheatkins.
All right.
Stop being
The
mean.
judge is here.
All right.
Alright, I will try to make this brief. I thank you all for your time. And the court has come with the following opinion and verdict. Apologies if I'm a bit groggy. On November 2nd, 2024, officers responded. Sorry, these are the undisputed facts. On November 2nd, 2024, officers responded to a 24/7 robbery on Innocence Boulevard. Inside were 4 suspects, later identified as Donnie Harris, Thea Merlin, Manson Mills, and Ryan Forsyth. The suspects left the store and fled to a residential area, where they stayed inside for a while before leaving and charging officers with knives. Through testimony, we heard about how Mr. Forsyth and Mr. Harris charged Trooper Barrett with knives. We then heard how Mr. Forsyth stabbed Trooper Barrett and was later shot down, and that Mr. Harris swung at Trooper Barrett before Mr. Forsyth had made contact, and then later ran towards Chief Lee, stabbing her and then being shot down. We then heard testimony that Trooper Gunner was stabbed by Thea Merlin, but evidence later revealed that there was no blood on the knife and that Trooper Gunner only identified her as an attacker due to the baseball bat on her back. It is important to note that Trooper
Pretty
Gunner
transparent.
did receive medical care on scene due to him being stabbed in the arm. After review of the testimony and evidence, the court has come to the following opinion. No evidence was provided that proved Miss Mills and Miss Merlin attempted to take the life of any officer, aside
right.
from
Mhm.
testimony from Trooper Gunner testifying that he was stabbed by
Cortez.
Thea Merlin, but no blood was found on the knife. The
Wrong,
court believes it
wrong.
was a high-stress situation and can easily lead to mistakes in identification, especially with the circumstances of
You
this
didn't even hear
particular
my argument.
case.
You do not have to swing
It's
and
clear that the
stab
actions
somebody
of
for it to
Mr.
be
Harris and
attempted
Mr.
murder.
Forsyth were violent in nature and quite disturbing. However, it was only testified that the officers that had pled not guilty to the attempted murders of, they had swung their knives at. Aggravated attempted second-degree murder is defined as follows. Any person who takes action that could reasonably be expected to unlawfully and intentionally cause the death of another person without premeditation, with aggravating circumstances being applied if the victim was an on-duty LEO, government official, or a deadly weapon was used. In the court's opinion, the swinging of lunging of the knives did not reach the level of aggravated
Are you
attempted
telling-
second-degree
what?
murder, and
What?
as such,
That's
the court
crazy.
renders the following verdict.
I'm about to get contempt of court because I'm
Mr.
walking
Donnie
out of
Harris,
here.
for the contested 2 counts of aggravated attempted second-degree murder, this court finds him not guilty.
Are you?
For Mr. Ryan
What?
Forsyth, for the contested 1 count of aggravated attempted second-degree murder, this court finds him not guilty.
Are you?
That's
What?
crazy, bro.
For Ms.
What?
Madison Mills, for the contested
I'm
1 count of
about to-
aggravated attempted
Are you
second-degree
fucking
murder,
kidding
this
me?
court
Are you
finds her
telling me
not
that
guilty.
swinging
And for
a
Ms.
knife
Thea
at somebody
Merlin,
is
for the
not
court-
a attempted
for the
murder?
contested 1 count
I
of
guess not.
aggravated attempted second-degree murder, the court finds her not guilty.
Are you fucking
The
kidding
court
That's
will
me?
note
crazy.
that a much better fitting charge for
Guys,
these
what-
offences
what
would
the-
have been something
Isn't
like
that
aggravated
so
assault with a deadly weapon.
Bruh.
That is the order of this court.
Hey,
Thank you.
what? They changed it?
Your Honor, post-trial motion, just to clarify your ruling, it was Cairo Cortez who had testified with about Miss Merlin, not Trooper Gunner. I just wanted to clarify that for you.
Apologies, yes. Sorry. very late. My
Uh,
apologies.
Thank you, Your Honor. If we could
really
get,
rule
if we
that
could get the
swinging a
defendants
knife
out
at
of
somebody
their, preschool rope,
is
that would
not-
be delightful.
I believe they
Preschool
did
rope.
lead to guilty some offenses.
Oh yeah, can we get time served?
Did he really rule that swinging a knife at an
Stay.
officer
Y'all
is
played
not
3 hours
attempted
ago.
murder?
They were in the cells for
Uh,
an
I
hour
say
while
no
the cops
first
were working on
time,
the charges.
And wait for
No
a
time.
lawyer, Your Honor.
Yeah, no time, sir.
What about
Yeah, no.
stabbing
no
Chet?
They would
time.
object
They
to
didn't.
time.
They didn't ask for a
Okay.
lawyer until
Hold
much
on.
later.
Right.
That's
So here's what I'm gonna do. For Mr. Harris and Mr. Forsyth,
Right,
they're both going to serve 40 months in state pen. Miss Merlin and Miss Mills will be released on time served. Okay.
Are you
Thank you, Your
fucking
Honor. We'll take
kidding
that.
me? I'm getting ready to go play some fucking tag. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? Man is dumb as hell. Under that same logic, shooting at me doesn't count as attempted murder either. You have to actually hit me, and I gotta fucking prove which one of you did it. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm about to say some not nice things. Did he really rule? Is he serious? What the fuck? Are you serious? What? Oh, yeah, send it. Getting ready to go play tag with some people.
Okay.
Like, they should have at least got one additional count for Barrett.
Number 136 is from 60 there.
I knew that it would be iffy, especially with fucking Cortez's testimony. For the final count. But that's crazy. Oh, I gotta be Kelly. I gotta use a crosswalk. That is crazy. I mean, why do we use lethal force then? They're just playing tag, swinging at me, Your Honor. That's fucking crazy.